Hey, what's up everyone? And we are back. Oh my gosh, it's been a while. And we're back racing. And it's the first race of the season. So first off, I think it's time to say it. Obviously, it's almost a month. But anyways, Happy New Year for those that I haven't seen yet for this year. But the first month is almost over. But anyways, it is what it is. So we're back racing again, and we are racing now in the SimRaceSA simGT 2023.1. Obviously, there's 2 seasons per year, so .1 is for the first half, .2 is for the second half of the year. And we're starting off this year with the same car, and we have just done a little livery update. And yeah, I think last season was a very successful season, placing first in Division 2, sorry, not 1, 2, by points. I do think that's not bad, but overall we were, I'm gonna lie, but somewhere in the 30s if I'm not mistaken overall. Because of the Division 1 drivers, there's about 30 or 40, I can't remember the number exactly, but yeah, that was something, that's where it was. So yeah, so this season we're gonna try and, you know, either improve ourselves. We're driving again the McLaren, so another 6 months to learn it and get used to it. And we're racing a track that we raced on last season, in this first race, and that is gonna be Suzuka in Japan. And this track is actually quite a fun track to drive on. The problem is that the weather doesn't look too good. So before we get to the weather, some of you who actually, I'm not sure if you guys were watching the race or the previous stream or whatever, but this is the Suzuka track. It's very popular in the racing scene. And we saw in an F1 as well. So yeah, it's quite, you know, something to see and to, you know, sorry, I'm just getting my wheel blockers here for my seat. So it's a very fun track. The only difficult part is the S's. I do struggle with the S's, and as soon as the S's is done, my next problem area is a Degner curve. You know, this fast right-hander and spoon curve. That's usually where I lose it a little bit on the track. But yeah, it is what it is, and let's see where it goes from here. And then let's look at the weather quickly. For today's race, they predicted the weather is going to be very low in temperature, average ambient temperature of 10 degrees Celsius, and brief raining showers. So if the temperature is that low, I am anticipating rain. But I'm a little bit worried. The car is so slippery around this track for some reason in the rain. I've set up quite a good setup in the rain, but it's still in the S's. I just don't get the grip. And the first corner, down the main straight, turning right, it's like I'm just too late on the brakes for some reason. I lock up in the wets, and then also the fast spoon section. It's been, you know, dicey, you know. But otherwise, I don't think we'll be having any massive issues. With that being said, the proceedings for today's race, 8 o'clock we're going to have driver's briefing, which is in 5 minutes. And after the briefing, we will have a practice. Well, the briefing goes on while practice is on, so that gives us time to log in and, you know, and everything. And then quarter past, the quali session starts, and qualifiers 15 minutes. And then 8:30, the race starts, and the race is about 75 minutes. So yeah, it's a long one. So it's like just before 10 we'll be done with the night's proceedings. So it's a bit long, it's a bit late, but yeah, you will get used to it. But yeah, that's for this season. But I don't anticipate any problems, if I have to be honest. It's gonna be, I do think it will be fine. So let's see how it goes. I'm a little bit fatigued myself. It's been a long day of work and stuff, so let's see how it goes. But I do feel confident that we'll be okay for this race. Let's see, there's going to be a lot of new newbies. I don't want to sound like rude or anything. So turn 1 is going to be Crucial 1. So I'm a little bit scared for this race in the wet. Turn 1, it could be dodgy. So yeah. Anyway, so before we go into driver's briefing in 3 minutes time, I want to show you guys the new livery. So it looks almost the same as last year. What you would notice is we changed the white to a grey. So we've got the grey color. and then we've got the golden strip in the middle. It's almost the same color as the Razer logo, the Razer pronunciation, or the letters, colors. So that's it. And then our new virtual airline own Bonnet livery logo. So we've got our virtual airline over here, and then on the sides we have obviously the new Bonnet, and then the little star over here saying that, you know what, we've won the one season of Division 1. Oh, not Division 1, Division 2, sorry. I have to stop doing that. And yeah, it's just something different, but nothing much else different than that, than having the massive change as going from the white, which you can see there was the white to the grey, and I do think it looks better. And then with the new Bonnet logo, it looks amazing. So yeah, that's the massive changes. So with that being said, I do think it's time to go on to the driver's briefing, and then let's see what's going on there. Okay, let's just do screen share, and then I can click around and I don't screw you guys around, and I can close that. Then is it on screen share? Yes, it is. It's doing this weird thing when I click outside the game.
Yeah, I think because the server is 30 seconds away from launching, looks like we have a pretty full house. I'm gonna get going with the driver's brief. Hello everybody, welcome to the start of the 2023.1 season. Excited to get this going. We are doing some GT tonight on Suzuka. In terms of the schedule, our server is booting up as we speak with what I think it's a 15-minute practice session, after which time it will tick over into a 15-minute qualifying session. Maybe just double check that before I'm talking complete nonsense. Practice, yes, it's 15 minutes, followed by a 75-minute race. So during qualifying, remember, yield when exiting the pits. If you're on an outlap, watch out for those coming up fast behind you. Regarding faster drivers coming up behind you in qualifying, Rule 7.4 states priority is always to be given to cars currently on flying laps. This means that cars on outlaps, in-laps, or invalidated laps are expected to give way and not impede the performance of the passing car. It's also advised that faster drivers view the track map before exiting the pits to ensure they're not putting themselves out into traffic. In essence, keep an eye on your deltas and try to pick your gap as best as possible. The race, as I already mentioned, is a 75-minute race with a rolling start procedure. Make sure to click drive in before the countdown timer runs out to avoid starting from the pits. And follow the on-screen instructions during the formation lap so that you aren't issued with a drive-through penalty. Blue flags, as always, at SRSA is advisory. It is the responsibility of the driver lapping another car to ensure a clean overtake, and it is the responsibility of the driver being lapped to drive a predictable racing line. In essence, do not defend. If you do want to let someone by, please do so on a straight by pulling off of the racing line and doing a quick lift. Try not to do so in corners. It's going to be very dangerous doing that. Pit stop requirements. We require one pit stop where you add 1 liter of fuel anytime during the race. So there are no pit windows you have to worry about. You just have to get to the pits and take at least 1 liter of fuel. Tires and everything else is at your discretion. Penalties. Lap 1, turn 1 incidents. We as stewards take a dim view on those. Be careful, give one another enough breathing room. Don't go 5 wide into turn 1. It's not to discourage racing. We're just trying to remind people that there will be closing gaps. So if you stick your nose in there, you will be penalized for that. In ACC, watch out for speeding in the pit lane. I believe it's a stop and go penalty. Excessive cuts may also get you drive-throughs. If you do get caught up in an incident, our preference is that you yield the position to the other driver or drivers involved if you feel that it's your fault. Otherwise, if you feel it wasn't your fault, please head over to the log incident channel where you can log a race investigation request. Make sure to have video evidence of all the relevant angles as per stated in our rules and regulations for the stewards to make a decision. On that note, we are changing how we are running, applying penalties. We're introducing a license system. We'll make sure to publish the penalty points and tables for that tomorrow morning. Apologies, that's on me. The material impact here is that we will be able to get SGP leaderboards to match up with our own leaderboards. There has always been a bit of confusion around why standings don't match up with the standings that we have. From that point of view, so do note we're not applying time penalties. It will be championship point deductions if your actions are pretty egregious. More clarity will be provided tomorrow. But in essence, it's not to discourage people from racing. Go out, race. Accidents will happen. We're trying to just handle those cases where people are doing very stupid things. Podium winners, please feel free to join Gas in the off-air waiting room. Gas has graciously volunteered as streamer for simGT Div1. SimGT Div1 this season. So it's always great just having a few interviews there, chatting about how your race went. Lastly, because we have a stream, do not use chat at all on the server. It's unfortunate when people use vulgar language and get frustrated because that shows up on our stream. So please don't do it. We have handed out penalties for that before. Lastly, I'm just going to remind everybody, please make sure that your telemetry is logging. We will sometimes request telemetry when we feel it will help make a decision, help the stewarding team make a decision. So if you don't have that on hand, that will most likely be an auto.
Jester buddy, what's up?
DQ. Ryan.
Thank you so much. Let's hope we do.
Nothing. Just unmuting myself.
Okay. If you have any questions, please feel free to raise your hand. We'll pull you onto the stage so that you can ask your question.
Two things while we wait for those hands as well. Gas is running a bit late. Driving home from work, he says there's a big storm, so the stream may start a little late. So don't spam the chat asking where the link is, please. It'll start when we can. And there's something else I was going to ask. I forget now. Carry on. I see we have Martin on board. Martin, what's up?
Sorry. First time racing. I just want to confirm with joining the server.
Okay, that's it. Now we are ready to go. Okay, practice server starting, so let's get this going. And let's see if our setup actually works. Let's just move the camera. There we go.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front.
Thank you so much for joining. I really do appreciate it, Jester. It's fun when someone is actually here, you know, having a chat. Because these races do get long, you know. Just the proceedings in the beginning, it's like 15 minutes practice, 15 minutes quali, and then 75 minutes race. So it's good to have someone in the chat. But if you need to go, I really do appreciate that you came. Never feel compulsory to stay, but yeah, it's fun having people here. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, this is the first race of the season. After winning last season, we have to defend the Division 2 title. And I don't think I'll be able to do it in this this race. Suzuka is not my strongest track. are much slower on this track versus some of the other tracks. One of them being Paul Ricard.
There's a slow car ahead. Yellow flag in sector 2.
Oh yeah, and then another thing is if I take long to read the messages, I do apologize. Some places I do concentrate a little bit longer, and if I'm battling, I do take a little bit longer, but on the straights, I take my chance and I read the chat, so... It's not like other games where you can, like, basically watch chat the whole time, unfortunately, but... As promised, Brew won't be able to stay for long, as it's past 2 AM. Holy smokes, yeah, but even though, dude, thank you so much for the support. I really, really, really do appreciate the support from fellow Bonnie. You're impeding me.
Car on the left.
It's practice session, but yeah. This is what you can expect.
Clear on the left. Yellow flag in sector 1.
Tires is a little bit cold, but it's lap 1, so... And it's morning race, so it could get hotter.
Well done, mate. Cross to the best.
Okay, 2 minutes 6 seconds race pace. That's interesting. Okay, tires are almost optimal. Okay, so this is good tires.
Yellow flag, be careful.
The track is going to be full, guys. We haven't seen this many participants in Division 2 in a long time. Load shedding was a big issue last season. There was 40 drivers, but only like 10 or 15 could make it. So we're almost at 30. There we go, we're at 30. Very good to see. Very, very, very good to see.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front. Yellow flag in sector 2. Well done, mate. Cross to the fastest now.
just complete this lap and then we can go back to the pits. Almost lost it there. This is awesome, you're really good, man. Thank you. But I'm slow, trust me. This track is my worst, it's the worst, but thank you. I do practice a lot, I have to say. I've been practicing this whole week, every day. So yeah, it's not like I'm just jumping in and then we go. Like 40 hours of practice for this week, basically. Okay, we're still setting up big, quicker times though, so that's good.
Well done, mate. Personal best.
Okay. I think we wait this 4 minutes, take a breather. There's a lot of cars on this track. I love seeing this. 32 so far. Really, really, really good. Really good. I love it. This means full track. Look at that. All that. Ah. This is very good. I wonder if our challenge from last season is actually driving tonight. Maritz, he's driving. So he was second place last season, and we had very good battles, and it was good. It was clean racing. I really enjoyed battling this guy, Maritz. I think he's an excellent driver, and it was really fun driving against him. So let's see what he does tonight, where he qualifies. But yeah, this was the guy we battled last season quite oftenly, and unfortunately the last race I had to be ahead of him with 4 places to take first place in Division 2, and yeah, he had an incident in lap 2 with another car, and we couldn't get the opportunity to battle each other on the last race. Otherwise that would have been a really interesting race. But even though that race was, I think it was my most fun race in the history of SimRaceSA, and I think it's now 21, 22, this is my 4th season now, so yeah, it's so the 3rd season, and it was my most fun race. So it's different. It was a different race. There was a lot of battles. There was a lot of, you know, choices that I had to make. It started to rain in the middle of the race, or I think it started to rain. Yes, we started with rain, and then I had to make a decision. Am I going to keep on with the wets, or am I going to change tires? And yeah, everything just worked out, and it was actually a very nice race. So yeah, it was different. And then there's the races where it gets boring, you know, you're like in the middle. That's happened very often. We're in the middle. If ahead of you is like 10-15 seconds in front of you, and behind you it's 10-15 seconds behind you, so you're in like this no man's land. And it takes the first 30 minutes is fun, and then 75 minutes, well, an hour of just, you know, nothing, literally just nothing happening. So it could get boring, but yeah, it's the fun of it, you know, having the endurance, keeping your head up. Ooh, Maritz having issues. He's not put up a time yet. Practice is basically over, so I cannot see where I am with relation to him, but we're somewhere in the middle. Hey, Bernardi, yeah, he's also a very good person to race against. But there's a lot of new names over here. Don't know Henbury, Wilson, don't know this, Klopstra, Persoon, Van Wyk, Van Aswegen, Groenewald, Swart. None of these names. I only know Bernardi and Bernardi. Weja, another Bernardi, yes, I do know that one. Mervis, Stander, Maritz, Hill, Linde, Cordier. That's about it. That's the names I know, so yeah. No, qualified defines your position, actually. I just wanted to see where I am in relation with him, you know, race pace wise. Because usually the guys practice race pace rather than qualifying pace. Because the time is so low, you needed that little extra to define, you know, your fuel. To I'm using 3.05 liters per lap, you know, so then you work out the time divided by the minutes, and then you know how many laps, and then calculate your fuel. So it's something to keep in mind. What the hell just happened? There we go. It's something to remember, you know, and do calculations and stuff like that. So that's the reason for practice. There's only 2 cars left on the track, and there's 2 minutes left for them to finish. So if one of them, okay, so 44 is off track, so 181 is the only car out, and as soon as that car goes off track or something, the session is going to end, or he's going to complete a lap, and then the session will end. I think he's going to complete a lap. Ew, cutting that corner. He was on the limit of cutting that corner. There you go. Okay. Cool. Alright, so let's see. The temperature's 15, 20. I like this, I like this, I like this. So we can load our 1521. So we're out with 1 degree. We predicted this. This is predicted temperatures. And I practiced on 1521, and now the quali is 1520. So I'll take that. Let's just put our telemetry up. And yeah, let's... Ooh. Oh, okay, no, that's fine. Let's go. Oh, there's too many cars going out now. With 36 cars. Just want to give myself some space. Oh, 2 second spacing is good. You wanna pass me, brother, then fucking go. I'm sitting my ass. It's qualified, dude. It's not a race.
Slow car ahead. Yellow flag in sector 1.
Okay, here we go. Ah, slow out of that exit. Okay, that's an invalid lap. Oops. Okay, but our tires wasn't ready yet for that last lap, so it's fine.
Slow car ahead.
Okay, let's try another one. It is what it is.
Yellow flag ahead. Be careful. Yellow flag in sector 1.
We draft from this guy.
crossing the fastest lap. There's a slow car up ahead. Slow car ahead.
No!
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Got some light damage on the front of the car.
Ah, all right. This race is gonna be interesting. uh... Where's Maritz? Nervous. Maritz. Oh, Maritz is below us. Okay, that's good. Me and him is gonna have a fight, it seems. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Yeah, this track is not my strongest. Yeah. It's gonna be interesting. One of the admins of SimRaceSA. I want to see, can I see everyone's livery? Seems like it. Oh, look at this one. Nice. Okay, so that new little app works actually very nice. Gortier. Oh, look at this cool one. That looks cool. Perkins. Brilliant. Oh, he's driving the Logitech one. What car are you racing today? Yes, I'm racing the McLaren 720S, basically exactly the same as this. There's my car. Don't know how to get a different view of it. Can't spin the camera. I don't think so. No. No, unfortunately not. I can't spin the camera, but there it is. With the, and there's the Bonnier logo somewhere over there. It's very small, but you can see it. Oh look, now there's someone in front of me. There's not a lot of people. There's a lot of quick guys around this track. But they're very eager, so usually how this goes, I quali very low, I hold back, a lot of them crash, I take the opportunity. So looks insane, awesome livery, thank you. I think, there we go. There you can see the livery, nice. Here was the incident. When this car passed me, I was like, okay, cool, I think it's clear. And I came back, and he went wide, so, yeah. Okay, so the race is gonna start in a minute. It's okay, we start at the back, but we'll have a lot of fun here, so. I do accept this track, it's not my best track. Maritz is also accepted, Ryan Hill is accepted, Ouija is accepted. So there's 4 guys behind us that has accepted their position. I'm surprised about, I think it's Christy Bernardi. Very good time, especially in the Aston. It's a very difficult car to drive, so well done, really well done. There's still a few cars on the track. Let's see. In the Porsche. This is such a difficult car to drive. It sounds amazing though. Oh no! Oh, that's unfortunate. He had a very good exit there. He could have had a good time. Eish. Here we go. Okay, so 1522. Nice. Okay, so let's load up our 1522. Current, electronics, telemetry is 22. Fuel 75. Okay, tires is that, and then second one is wets. Okay, so that is our setups for today. So as soon as they're ready to go, we go.
30 seconds.
And here we go. Formation lap, and then a rolling start. So here's the start of the race, boys.
Go in single file.
Shake and bake, booty. Yeah. Let's hope. Let's start with our traction control on 6 for now. Maybe 5. And then as soon as we're comfortable, we drop it down. Because this start of the race, it's going to be hectic. Seems like there's 2 guys starting from the pits. Our tires are cold. Come, chum. Come on. You can do it.
Stay in double file.
Okay, yeah, it starts getting serious.
on the right.
What a start! This is scary as fuck through the aces with all these cars.
Car on the right. There's a slow car up ahead. Clear on the right. Car on the right.
Me and Maritz again. Whoa!
Clear on the right. There's some light damage on the right of the car.
He bumped
Car on
into
the
me.
left.
That's unfortunate.
Clear on the left.
Yeah, he knew he was in the wrong, but it's fine. It's fine. That's why he ceded his position. We had a good start for lap 1. We had an unfortunate incident, but it's okay. We can walk away from it. He did the grown-up thing, gave me the position back.
There's a slow car up ahead. Yellow flag ahead. Watch out.
You know, so good sportsmanship from him. I do appreciate it. I don't know, I think he was in the wrong,
There's a slow car up ahead.
but at least I don't know, I will have to look at the replay, but yeah, it was an equal corner entrance, so I can't say that I was ahead of him or he was behind me or I was behind him or something. Okay, but let's focus now. Let's take these 3 guys in front of us. Tires are almost there. That was his fault? Alright. I do think he knows it because he gave the position back, so if he's accepting it, then yeah, then it must have been. But it's fine, I don't hold grudges, he's a good guy.
Slow car ahead.
Yes, my car bounces on that curb.
Well done, mate. The fastest lap so far.
Tires are still not ready though, but it feels like I'm not pushing too hard. Okay, you made a mistake. Okay, we have to leave space. Here we go, Ryan.
Clear on the right. Slow car ahead.
Woo! Let's go, Ryan.
Slow car ahead. Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front. There's a slow car up ahead. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Oh, Ryan took that gap like a king. Been chaotic this race.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Hey! And that's how it's done.
Losing to the car ahead in sector 1.
The tires are still not optimal, eh? Ryan is actually quicker than me now.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Come on.
There's a slow car ahead. Gaining on the car ahead in sector 1. Well done, mate. The fastest lap so far. Yellow flag. Be careful there. Slow car ahead. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Got some light damage on the front of the car. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
What's with all these people bumping? And where did this Aston Martin come from?
Slow car ahead. Yellow flag in sector 3. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Thank you. I'll take that.
slow car up ahead.
We can just catch up with that bunch in air, that'll be really, really good. Tires are almost optimal. Just the right front tire, just to get it there. But if that's the case, then we can basically go down on the traction control. A little bit late on that one.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Catch up with this
Slow
guy.
car up ahead.
Come on. So close yet so far. Yeah, he defended his corner really well. Forced me off the track there.
Gaining on the car ahead in sector 1. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left. There's a slow car up ahead.
Well, that was a good pass. We won that position with pressure. The guy felt under pressure, he made a mistake. temperature is dropping off the track. For sure. Let's see. Well, no, it still says the same. Just if I look at the tires, it looks like it's dropping.
Slow car ahead.
Still got 7 laps of fuel left. And I think I'm just going to do a splash and dash. I'm not going to change tires, because these tires are still good. Race the whole race with one set.
We are halfway through. Keep it up. Gaining on the car, heading sector 1. Yellow flag in sector 2.
Almost made a boo-boo. That was so close.
There's a car exiting pit lane. on the right. Clear on the right.
It was just a love tap. That's all it was. Are we gonna go pit, boys? Had a bit of low man's land.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Oh.
Mandatory stop is now clear. Come on, go, go. Faster car behind you. Car on the left. Clear on the left. The car is exiting the pits, watch out. flag in sector 2. Slow car ahead. Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front.
Almost lost it there.
Gaining on the car ahead in sector 2. left.
That's unfortunate. But now the BMW can put pressure on the front. Hopefully there's a mistake. Yo.
Car on the left. The faster car is approaching. Clear on the left.
Damn it.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Yellow flag in sector 2.
Oh shit. Five more minutes, 5 more minutes. That's all it is. Minutes behind us. We have to screw up completely for Moritz to actually catch us, but let's not do that. I think it's 2 more laps. There's 3 minutes to go. 18th.
Alright, checkered flag. Good job. You did the best you could. Now bring the car back.
Gained 19 positions. Whew. What a race. It was quite intense, I have to be honest. It's I want to see the tires. Oof, yeah. Yes. My tires are at 80% life, so there's about okay, much less, 30% life left. So yeah. Ish. Okay, well, anyways, I'll take it. It is. I don't think he. Well, I hope he's not thinking he's still racing. 'Cause this is done. Oh, maybe he's driving to the pits. Yeah, he's driving it to the pits. Nice. Alright, I think that is about it. Thank you so much everyone for watching. I really do appreciate the support. Yeah, that was a hectic race. The start of this race was a little bit too much. There was too many incidents and stuff, but yeah, it is what it is. I mean, what can we do? There's a lot of new guys. They have to get used to the rules, and it seems like there was a little bit of a connection issue on some of the parts. I know that the incident with Ryan, something weird happened there, and I can't. I've been thinking about it here in the end of the race that I can't figure out what happened there, but you know, it is what it is, and it was an accident, and I think it's a racing incident due to, you know, either connection or something like that. But I mean, we'll see afterwards. I'll go back on the stream and go have a look as well, and then also I saved the replay. But I mean, yeah, we qualified 27th, and we finished 17th, 18th. I don't know. So we gained 9-10 positions, which is really good. Especially in a hectic race like this. I mean, we had an incident. I think we lost 2-3 positions there. We actually had 2 incidents. So yeah, it's but there was a big main one on lap 1. So yeah, it's part of it, and it's part of the racing, and it's part of the fun. So it's part of fighting back and trying to get the position and everything. But anyways, guys, the next race will be on, let's check here quickly. When will the next race be? SimRaceSA events. So the next race will be on the 13th of February, so just before what do you call it, Valentine's Day. So yeah, if you're not going on or have any plans on that night, come join us, and we'll race the next race on Kota, new track. I've never drove on it before, so it'll be really interesting to go drive on Kota. And then yeah, there's a few new tracks. I've never driven on Zolder. I've driven Zolder before, sorry. Bathurst I've never driven. and in Indianapolis. So yeah, there's quite a few there that we have to figure out on where we are with it. Let's just see here. I want to see. Let's see if we go on this. Okay. No, go back. Oh, okay. Events. No. Series. No. No, I honestly don't know how to check my standings now, and scoring, registration, events. Oh, there we go. Events. Let's see here. Lap records. Oh, I don't know. Minute 1. Holy smokes. Yeah, so I can't see the results now for some reason. But anyways, it takes about, I remember something of about half an hour, 20 minutes or something. So I'm not going to wait for that. So I think we call it the day for the stream. And then we start the next stream next time. Thank you everyone for watching. And I hope to see you all in the next one. And I hope you all have an awesome week. And see you guys next time. Cheerio. Bye.